going live. We are live.
What?
We are live. What is up?
Hello.
It is March 29th.
Not April.
Not April. Someone
Thank you, Ryan.
pressed the wrong thing and typed the wrong number, and we got April. It's definitely March. So we're glad you guys are all here. We're not doing the first 20 comments. I see you guys already going off about that in the comment box. We're not doing the first 20 comments because we did that last week. We're going to draw first 20 comments this week. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. We have got a packed house in there. So I see all of these. Interesting, Tim. There it is, 25. Okay, it had nothing up there. And I was like, all you guys are talking. So we're going to draw this week. But before we do that, we are going to kind of explain how that's going to work.
True.
So last week we had the first 20 that commented. And so Katie Diesel, who is an awesome student we have over in the Brunswick campus, wrote them all down. And then I wrote them down based off a number. So 1 through 20, your name is written down. And then Lily Kate won the trivia last week. So shout out to Lily Kate. And her name got entered 3 times into our name generator, our number generator. So she's in there. So this game we're about to play is shorter than last week. It's not 10 questions. It's 8 questions. And it's kind of like trivia, except it's called Guess the Year. And the winner of Guess the Year, we're going to mix it up, is going to choose 3 random numbers. And whatever number you choose, we will take whoever's name is next to that number. We will remove their name from the drawing, and we will put your name in place. So make sure you guys are on your A game, because if you win, you choose 3 random numbers. You replace whatever number you choose. I'll tell you whose name that is. You'll replace it. And then we will do the generator. And then the winner will win a $20 gift card to wherever they want to go.
$20.
Okay? Yeah, wherever they want to go. So, Tim, do you want to go ahead and explain Guess the Year? Guess the Year to us right now?
All right. So Guess the Year, how it's going to work. We're going to pose you a question. And then we're going to ask you, hey, what year did this happen in? It's going to be from, I think we agreed upon 2010 to 2020. That's what
there's a 10-year in there.
All right. So the years can either be 2010 to 2020. This part's important because I know we had some debate on it last time. The first comment with the correct answer on our screen wins. Not the first one on YouTube, because we're not seeing it from YouTube. We're seeing it from what we're streaming on, which is StreamYard. So the first one that we see is the first one that gets the point.
Yeah. Connor Diesel.
Anyway, it'll be fun.
Connor Diesel, don't be texting me and debating with me this whole time, because I can't help you out anymore. All right? The judge has spoken.
Boom.
So we got 41 already. We're moving quick. We're only 3 minutes in with 40 people.
Is that
what
beer?
happens if we get way beyond that?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. What happens if we get 60 more people?
Oh, I thought you meant beyond 100. No, if 100 happens, your beard's off. I thought
my beard is gone. My beautiful beard that I have takes me 2 weeks to grow. It will be gone. So if you get that going, if you guys get 100 people currently, right now in my screen it says, Tim, what does yours say? What number does yours say in our corner there?
44.
44. So a little less than halfway there. If we get to 100 viewers all at one time, not 100 views at all. 100 views at one time, then we'll shave it off. Which means this week, if we get 100, I will do a live video of me shaving it.
Ooh.
Yeah. You will be there when it happens, when it goes
live. Wow.
Yeah, there's Chad. So 2010 to 2020 are the years. That's a 10-year span. So kind of what Tim said, we're going to say the question. We're going to ask the question, 8 questions. First person on our screen to guess the correct year between 2010 and 2020 gets it right, gets a point. Whoever has the most points gets entered, choose 3 numbers to
it's a lot of power.
Yeah, to remove from the drawing. Yeah. All right, I will look like an egg. So Bradley said I look like an egg. Wow. Man, I will look like an egg. Yikes, coming from me already, man. All right, so Tim, shall we get this thing started?
All right.
Shall we get this thing started? 8 questions. No
Everybody
pressure.
ready?
If you win, you choose your name. Let me open this up so I can write some. Right, get you right. All right.
You know when you're ready.
Dude, I'm good to go. Are you guys ready? Is the real question. You guys are the ones
Your Google loaded? You got your fingers ready to type in the question on Google?
Yeah, you got to use your resources on this.
That's right. This is a Google free. Feel free to Google it.
Yeah. Connor,
here we go.
See, man. Or
what?
All right.
Wow.
Sorry, Tim.
You're good. You're good. All right. First question. In the years spanning 2010 to 2020, in which of those years was Instagram launched?
Good.
When did Instagram get launched?
What year, guys? What year?
2010 to 2020.
Dude, it's got to get spammed. That happens last time. We're about to have like 1,000 answers.
I'm going to scroll all the way.
And then we're going to have to scroll all the way back up.
Elbow cough.
Elbow cough. Everyone is elbow coughing up in here. Oh, 2012. He's looking for year, apparently.
12, 11, 15.
I'll even, yeah. 12. We got 12, 11. Oh.
Oh, wow. It just all spammed in.
They just 1,000 comments came in. All right, let's see. 12, 12, 11, 11, 8, 11. Are you serious? What you got 2010?
I saw it.
Little Kate, you got 2010. That is the correct answer. Guys, we also have 57 people right now, which is more 6 minutes than we had the whole entire show last thing next week. So that's awesome. You guys keep inviting people, keep sharing, and keep going. But Lily Kate with the first point.
Starting off. Already got her name in there 3 times. Going to make it 6.
Lily Kate, if you win this, and if you don't win the drawing, I'm going to be so sad. Y'all need to stop LK from taking over here. All right, second question. In the years spanning between 2010 2020, so you can only guess a year between 2010 2020, in which year was Love Yourself by Bieber the top song?
Ooh.
What year was Love Yourself by Bieber the top song? Between 2010 and 2020.
Uh-oh.
Someone besides LK get this right. Yeah, I'm sure she did cheat. I don't know how you cheat because we said you can use Google. Okay, if your Google skills are good, then you're good on my end. 60 people in here right now, guys. Oh, we got them coming in. They're popping in like crazy.
Going up. Yeah,
all right.
All of a sudden. Who's your first one, Drew?
Huh?
2016, right?
2016 was the correct answer. We got to find the first 2016.
Mine's Jesus Saves.
Jesus wins. Jesus always wins. He saves, he wins. So, Jesus, thanks for chiming in. You've already won. So, if you could allow someone else to win this one, who is Jesus Saves?
That's a good point.
Yeah, preaching moment. Who is Jesus Saves? Whoever Jesus Saves, go ahead and tell us who you are. Unless you are Jesus, then seriously, welcome. You should hop on our show next week. Our show. I feel like I'm on a talk show on live this week.
Good morning,
Megan. Thank you, Megan, for hopping in on this. Effingham represent coming in. Take LK down. All right, Tim, are you ready with the next question?
I am locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded.
All right, here we go. In the years spanning 2010 to 2020, in which of those years did Wendy's become number 2 American burger chain? When did Wendy's become the number 2 American burger chain?
Number 2, guys. Number two.
Dun 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 dun.
Wendy's fans, by the way, in the house. Wendy's or Burger King? What do you?
I don't. Wendy's over Burger King for sure.
Yeah, Wendy's for sure.
Oh, I don't even know the answer. Oh, there it is.
2016, 2013, 2011, 2018.
19,
Oh,
11.
God, I just got spammed.
Oh, wait.
I'm just here to Drew save Roz. Hello. That's hilarious. Have you seen the correct answer yet on here?
Yes. Oh. I'm just trying to find the first one.
Is it Jenny's Braves?
That's the one I see.
that the one I see? Jenny's. Is that Connor McGee right now? Connor McGee back in town and already on the winner board.
Boom.
All right, dude. Yeah, 2012.
The year the world ended, supposedly.
While that's going on, though, Wendy's over Burger King for sure. Wendy's over McDonald's. Wendy's over Taco Bell. Wendy's over pretty much for me. Wendy's over anything but Chick-fil-A at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't be mad at that. That's not bad.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Except Whataburger. Whataburger is
That's true.
Is it good? But
Whataburger is better.
I haven't seen one in forever. All right, next question. All right, guys. All you sports people, you have the advantage here. In the years spanning 2010 to 2020, so in a 10-year span between 2010 and 2020, what one of those years, in which year,
God, Drew.
What year did the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl? In what year did Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl?
Drew, you are not liked in the comments right now.
Let's go. All of y'all. You know what? That's okay. Whataburger is overrated.
Whoa.
That pizza is good. I'm talking about chains here, though. All right, we got 15 is in. 2010 is in.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. The spam has hit. All right, we got 2010. Go Bulldogs. Emily, thank you for
I see.
keeping it real as a Georgia fan.
Oh,
Good luck, guys.
everybody stop commenting.
Yeah, I see. Nolan Hartley's on mine. Is he not on?
Nolan's the first one.
Nolan, it is 2020. They
What a
won
game.
Super Bowl 2020. Super Bowl was played this past this year, like a month ago, a little over a month ago, and it was 2020. The Chiefs beat who in the Super Bowl? Who the Chiefs beat in the Super Bowl?
That other team.
I'm not giving you a point for that though. Just want to see if you know. But I'm going to give Nolan a point on that. All right. So that leaves us with the next question.
Which is, what year did Pokemon Go launch?
Ooh, what year did Pokemon Go launch? That's a good question. Everyone's out. Well, I guess what's going on now with all the Pokemon goers because you can't go. Have they messed up have they changed the game for us here?
I doubt it.
Like, can you just do it in your house now? Oh, we got things flying in. Oh, is that Megan? Megan, that was a
He was ready.
she was prepared. Megan, someone must have given you the answers ahead of time because that was insanely quick. Yeah, 2016. Is that when you said it launched? Was that right, Tim?
Yep. That's it.
So who's using saves again?
Megan Link.
Megan Link, you're on the board with 2 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have how many questions we have left? 3 questions left?
3.
3 questions left. So y'all need to start getting on the board here to pass Megan. Megan, let's see if you can hold on to it. All right. In what year, remember, between the years 2010 and 2020, in those 10 years, which one of those years did France win its most recent World Cup? In what year?
Keep that in mind.
What was that, Tim?
Most recent. They've won it before, but the one they most recently won.
Yeah, in 2010 to 2020. Also, if you guys are France fans,
Wow.
what are you doing? You got to be USA fans, okay? America. Whoa.
Damn.
Maddie May is trying to own this thing right now.
I know.
Sam's been waiting for this moment.
I see Jesus Saves again.
Are you serious?
I think so.
No way. Who was the first? I don't even see the years on here. Who's the first person? There's like 1,000. Oh. Who started off?
I'm pretty
What
sure.
year did we? Dude, I can't even find the first person.
So,
It wasn't 2016. It was 2018.
yeah. which the first one with a question mark, but still technically there.
Yeah.
2018.
Who'd you giving it to?
Judging off of when it all started coming in, it looks like Jesus Saves Again. Looks like Megan got it again.
Okay. Well,
Maddie had a bunch of chances, but
yeah, Maddie, I don't know how you got all those years in there that quick before everyone else got in. I'm impressed. I think Jesus always has the answers. This is so true. This is a good lesson. Megan, you've been so nice. Megan, 3 points. Megan came to play. Tim, I feel like you gave Megan the answers here.
I have not given Megan the answers.
Megan, tell us the truth. Your name is Jesus Saves, okay?
You can't lie.
If your name is Jesus Saves, okay? All right, man.
Get her, Mark.
Yeah. All right, you got the next question there, Tim?
All right, you ready? Keep in mind how I'm saying this question because that's important.
I was trying to trick y'all.
In the year spanning 2010 to 2020, just like every other one, when did Harry Potter, like the series, release its last movie,
Ooh.
Deadly Hallows Part 2?
Part 2.
Part 2 in the movie.
2.
It's true. Ryan would have been given the answers if anyone, but I don't play that way.
Ryan, you lost a point. You don't even have a point, but I'm taking one from you.
Why? I didn't give him the answers.
I know, but it's fun to take a point from Ryan.
Oh,
here they come.
Gotta scroll.
We got taking our time to scroll on.
The first year I see.
No way.
Is Ryan.
Of course. Of course.
Effingham came to play today.
Look at the timing of that. Yeah, Ryan, bad timing. So Ryan's on the board here. So we're going to have the one last question just to see if you can get on the board. But it looks like Megan's going to come away with the win here. Last question. After the death of Vine, moment of silence for Vine. All right. A new media source came on the scene, TikTok. What year did TikTok come out in the U.S.? What year did TikTok come out in the U.S.? What year did TikTok come out in the U.S.?
In the U.S. of A.
Not of a B.
That's right. Effingham came to play today.
Yeah, Emma, what are you doing? Come on, we got this, girl. Effingham is crushing. It's because Megan has the power of Jesus on her side. She's playing on Jesus' account, okay? We can't beat her. All right.
I don't know where the numbers start.
No, let's see. I'm so behind. Effingham Club. It's got to be after Effingham Club's killing it, right?
I think so.
All right. So
I don't know how hard it is right now.
I'm going after Effingham Club because I don't see anyone has it right up there. I have the. Do you see somebody? Oh, I see somebody. Do you see somebody?
I just got to the Effingham Club.
All right, keep going.
Yeah. Who do you see?
Is it Sam?
That is Sam.
Sam, with the answer to the last question, we're going to give you 2 points. But Sam, even though we gave you 2 points, you're still a point short. So that means Megan Link, a.k.a. Jesus Saves, over here on the chat boards, what is TikTok? Someone educate Chad Lassiter and JC Lassiter, please. We would love to see that.
It's a sadder version of Vine.
Actually, if you know what TikTok is, my grandpa was just on a great TikTok.
That was a great TikTok.
It's got over 1,000 views. I think he's going to leave me, our family, and be on some TV shows by the end of the week. So he's killing it. Miranda Goodwin, what's up, girl? All right, so that means Jesus Saves, Megan Link, send us 3 numbers between 1 through how many people do I have? 1 to 23.
23.
Give us 3 numbers, 1 through 23, that we are going to replace with your name. So 3 people are about to get voted off of the island. Oh, dang. Okay. Coming from straight for the heart, Ian Balstein. Straight for the heart.
Wow.
Yeah. Really crush it. He's great. Guys, do you not understand that's why I have all the moves? Because we're in the same gene pool. 6, 16, and 1. 6, 16, and 1. So number 6. Oh, Bailey Stallard, I am so sorry, but you are being replaced by Megan Link. What was the next one, Tim?
16.
16. Oh, no. Susie.
No.
You are being replaced by Megan Link. And what was the last number?
1.
Oh, Garrison, you are being replaced by Megan Link. All right. Megan Link, you're on there a lot. Are you ready for this, Tim, for this drawing? I'm going to hit generate.
What's it going to be?
And whatever number it gives me is who wins the $20 gift card. Boom. Generate. The number I got is 9. So now we get a Tim. Can you see who's number 9 on? Oh my gosh.
Let me
Guess
check.
who number 9 is.
Let me check the list.
Guess who number 9 is.
I'm scared.
Guess who number 9 is.
Does it begin with an L?
It does begin with an L.
Is it 2 words?
It is 2 words. Lily Kate.
Lindsay Lohan?
Lily Kate has won our gift card. So, Megan, you had a valiant effort of coming and crushing her. Apparently, Lily Kate just can't lose things. So, Lily Kate, you have won a $20 gift card. Message us about or let us know what you want, what restaurant or whatever you want in there, and we will get that to you this week. Okay? So let us know what you want. Or tell Miss Page or somebody or message us or something so we don't lose it. All right. So Lily Kate, good job. Kicking butt, as always.
Just an update. There's about 68 viewers right now, so we're getting close, Drew.
Yeah, we are getting close. All right. So just to make one more announcement or reiterate on the past, as more people are in here, this Wednesday at 5 p.m. on this same channel, the Chapel Students, Jacob Bosarge will be leading us in live worship at 5 o'clock Wednesday night on this channel. I know we haven't been able to gather together for worship, so we've gathered together for this time to be able to still have fun, to be able to have a message, but we haven't been able to do worship. We are at 71, by the way, a new high.
Oh, snap.
You guys are really cool. And so 5 o'clock this Wednesday, be there.
Or be square.
Or don't, but we would love for you to be there. Okay, so Tim, what's up? What's next on this?
Now we're going into one of my favorite times of this whole experience, and that's where we just get to dive into some scripture and just kind of, I get to communicate and just kind of converse with you about it. So I think before we go into that, though, I think it'd be right to just kind of get our minds straight and focused on God. So I'm just going to pray us into it, and then we'll jump right into the scripture and so forth. So God, thank you for this time and this opportunity to still be able to connect and gather and have fun together, even if it's through a screen and we're in different places, Father. I thank you for Drew and our small group leaders who take time out of their week to just hang out with students and just grow in their relationship and bond with them, Father. I pray that you bless this time going forward, and that even though that we're on a screen and we're far away, that we're still able to connect with each other and connect with you and learn more and get to know you more. I lift it all up to you in your son's name. Amen.
Amen.
Talking about today, where are we looking?
Thanks, Tim. Yeah, and so we're kind of continue. If you guys tuned in last Sunday, we started the book of James, or James chapter 1, which also the chapel, all of our campuses have been preaching on in our online services. So if you guys or your family haven't had a chance to check that out, please tune in anytime. It's on the Chapel Ministries website. You can find it on their Facebook. You can find it on, I'm pretty sure, YouTube as well. So make sure you guys tune into that at some point if you haven't had the chance to see it. But we're going to continue that conversation today, Tim and I. So also, if you are kind of listening to us talking, you don't really know who we are. I'm Drew Childers. I am the student director at our Brunswick campus. And this is my friend.
I'm Tim. I'm the student director at our Effingham campus. Yeah,
and so we want to come together, both campuses. Both of us are the student directors there, and we just have this time to talk about what Jesus has to say about nowadays and what's going on with us and how we should respond to some of these things. And then later, after this, turn into small group. And so small groups will be right after this. and that'll look like Zoom call, be on a big Zoom call with your small group leader. And so if you haven't, before we get started, if you haven't been contacted about small groups or you're unsure what that's going to look like, go ahead and text my number, and I will get you set up after this with the right small group that you need to be in. Mm-hmm. As long as your parents text us and say it is okay for you to be in that. We need to make sure your parents agree and give you permission to be in that. As long as your parents tell us you can be in it, that's great. But text this number if you want to find out more about small groups afterwards. All right, so we're going to continue our talk in James. And today we're going to look at James chapter 1, verses 12 through 20. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a few verses, and then Tim's going to go ahead and talk about those verses, and we'll kind of speak about that. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to read some more verses and talk about that, all right? So as you guys are asking how you get involved in the small groups, text my phone number, and I'll get you plugged in with the right person. So 912-617-0099, I'll get you plugged in with there. If you're in 6th grade, Mr. Adams' number is right there, 6th grade boys with Mr. Adams. So we're going to go ahead and read those verses, and we're going to go ahead and kind of dive in to James. So, all right, James chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him. Let no one say when he is tempted that he is being tempted by God, for God cannot be tempted by evil. And he himself tempts no one, but each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desire. Then desire, when it has been conceived, gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. Do not be deceived, my beloved brothers. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. Of his own will he brought us forth by the word of the truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures. So as they're talking about small group leaders and they're talking, trying to get them connected, Tim, what do you have to say about those verses, man? What are your thoughts?
Well, so it's important to keep in mind when you're reading, just to kind of refresh what we talked a little bit about last week, is what's going on that James is writing to the church of the time. Because if you don't understand that, you can't really connect it to now. Because what's happening back then is something almost similar to what we're going through. Not that there's a disease going out and forcing people to stay at home, but there's a lot of persecution and stuff going on that's forcing the church of that time to be separate, which they're not accustomed to, and they're not used to being separated and apart from. So they're having a really hard time staying connected, staying in the faith, because there's so much bad around them in their environment that they're losing their faith in God. And a lot of them are starting to think, okay, well, God must be doing this to me. Like, he must be trying to test me, or he must be causing these things to happen to push them out. And what James is telling them is exactly the opposite. Because what they are assuming is God is doing this bad thing. And I know a lot of us now, as we stay cooped up in our houses and we're not allowed to see our friends or do the things that we used to do, it can be or these bad situations affect us directly or indirectly, or we know people that are going through difficult situations, and not just with this virus, but just in all aspects of our lives. Because even before this bad stuff happened, but it's so easy to blame God. I know for me personally, I think I blame God a lot. I'm like, God, why are you allowing this to happen? This is not a good thing. Why are you making them sick? Why are you making me feel this way? Why did you put these things in my life? And it's always this, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. And what James, and this is the mindset those Christians are in. And it's so cool to me that James takes a minute to just say, hey, like, God is not tempted by evil, and God doesn't tempt you with evil. That would be out of character for God, because God is good. And it's just a really good reminder. I think it's so important to remember that when bad things happen, we're not supposed to turn from God and blame God because God's not doing it. It's actually more incentive to, hey, this is bad, but God's good. So run to God, because he cares, and he loves those who love him, and he looks after. And it even says at the end of those verses that he sends out gifts from above, and gifts are a good thing. There's not such thing as it's a gift is supposed to be a good thing. And he wants to give you those things, but we're so caught up in turning from him and blaming him that we're missing out on these opportunities. So that's at least there. I know, especially for me in these times, I don't know how you feel about this, but it's so easy when bad things happen for me to blame God for it because he's in control. So yeah. Well, what do you feel about that though? Like, do you blame God or?
Dude, I think that's good, man. You're speaking a lot of truth. So man, I love that. There's a lot of wisdom in that. Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know about you guys who are watching, but yeah, I can do that too as well. When things don't really go the way maybe that I plan that they should go, or I think they should go, or if bad things happen to people around me, or bad things happen in my circumstances, it's so easy to be upset, obviously, but to blame someone else. Because when we feel pain, when we sense pain, it's a lot easier for us, instead of dealing with our pain, to pinpoint our pain and blame our pain on someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's true. Sometimes, guys, that is true. Sometimes people cause pain in our life. Sometimes people do things to us or say things to us that do cause pain. I'm just saying, in general, when sometimes things happen, it's a lot easier for us to blame pain because we want to be mad and we don't know how to grieve with it, or to process through it. And so we blame someone else, because anger is a lot easier to feel and it's a lot easier to act on. And so, which kind of stems me into my next point, Tim, which you did such a great job of talking on that passage. But the next few verses down, verse 19 and 20, I want to read to you. It says, "Know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger, for the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. Let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger." Man, that just connects so much with me right now. And I don't know if that's with you guys too, being quarantined, right? Being stuck at home, being stuck in these environments with people all the time. It's a lot easier to get frustrated, right? When you're pinned up, when you're pushed in, it's a lot easier to get frustrated. Things are way out of our control right now, right? Things are way out of normal for me. Everyone is trying new things, and so it's a lot easier for me to not be quick to hear what someone is telling me, but to think. I already know what they're going to say, or already having an idea of what I want to hear. Being slow to speak, right? Oftentimes, if we're not quick to hear somebody, it's because we're not really listening to them. We just want to talk out of our anger or talk out of what we want to get across, and then slow to anger. And my thing is, if you're not quick to hear, all three of these things, if you're not quick to hear first, if you're not going to be quick to listen to someone else, to really hear what they're trying to say and where they're coming from, then you won't be slow to speak. Because if you're slow to speak, that means you have to be able to listen to somebody to really be able to respond to what they're trying to say. Oftentimes, if we are not quick to hear, we're quick to speak because we just want to say something, get our point across. We just want to speak out of our emotion or how we're feeling. And then if we're not quick to hear, which means we're not slow to speak, which means we're going to be very quick to anger.
Yep.
Because then we're frustrated. And so my challenge for you guys for this week, and Tim's kind of challenged you a little bit through his verses as well, as to make sure when you're experiencing pain in these circumstances, it's a lot easier to blame it on God, to blame it on someone you may not be able to really see, or someone you're feeling pain, to blame someone else, is to really think about what you're feeling and think about why you're feeling that way. And then instead of taking that feeling and portraying it on your family members or on your friends, of really being quick to hear what others have to say, being really slow to speak to that, and being really slow to anger.
Absolutely.
That's what I would say. That's my challenge to you this week, is to really be patient. We really want you guys to be patient this week. For me too, I need to be patient. Tim needs to be patient. Our leaders in here need to be patient, because we're struggling with things just as like you guys are struggling with things. So it's very easy for us to speak out and act out of our frustrations, because everyone's world is being turned upside down right now. Tim, what you think? What you got?
Man, I think, oh man, so many things. But I think the most important one, I think that is the most relatable for a lot of the people I know, at least. It went the idea of being locked up and quarantined. For an application, just kind of throwing that out there. I know a lot of you have siblings, and I know a lot of you love your siblings very much, or secretly do, and you don't want to tell anybody, but we all know, like Ryan and Caden love me so much. I know they do. They don't have to admit it unless you want to, but everybody knows. Caden tells me every day, but no, I'm kidding. Or you want to embarrass him. But how quickly are you to get set off by something your sibling does, or how quickly are you to get mad at your parents because they ask you to do something? And I think about that, like when I was younger and how quick I was and how I react with my brothers. And I know at a time like this, it's even harder because like you're not supposed to go anywhere. So all there is just you sitting with your siblings day in, day out, day in and day out. And I know that can be really difficult. So maybe that's an area that you need to be quick to listen and slow to speak and very slow to anger. Because for me, that's a real place that I used to get really frustrated with my younger siblings. So maybe that's an area for you. Maybe you don't have siblings and you're an only child. And I would encourage you to think about how you respond to your parents in times like this. Are you very quick to get mad or argue or whatever it is? You guys know what you guys are good at and bad at, but look at those areas of your life this week and just think about, hey, where am I speaking faster than I'm listening? Where am I getting angry when I really shouldn't be getting angry? But yeah, some things to think about there.
That's good. Tim, man, that's a good word right there. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to add to that because I think you hit the nail on the head. It's just, in this time of quarantine, at this time of separation from everybody, from our normal stuff, I think two things our perspective can go really one of two ways. I think with our situation is one, we see it as this frustrating time. We see it as this thing where everything is just miserable. I can't do this. I can't do that. I get down because none of my schedule's working out. So now I'm angry at everybody and I'm frustrated. Or we could look at it in a sense of, you know what, how can I grow through this time? It's kind of making us rest. It's making me rest. It's making me stay out of my normal things that I do. Or sometimes, honestly, if we think about it, it's making me stop doing the things that I often do to not think about what's making me mad. So if I don't want to talk about something or avoid different stuff, maybe I will go hang out with your people, or I won't spend time actually thinking about what I'm struggling with. I'll just try to do something else to keep pushing through, to stay busy, right? To not really work on myself. And so maybe in this time, it can help us to really reflect on ourselves. And like last week we mentioned, man, every week, every day, find a time to spend time in your Bible. Find a time to worship. Last week people put some worship songs they're listening to. Go ahead and throw those out there. And then make sure you're maybe FaceTime a friend, call a friend, call a family member you haven't talked to in a while, someone who's not around you. Find some things you can do around the house to help out. Find some things you can do to stay ahead. And above all else, make sure that you guys love people well in this time. And that just looks like being quick to hear, being slow to speak, being slow to anger. So if you didn't hear anything else through this whole time, this week, don't blame other people. Don't pinpoint other people when you're getting frustrated, but instead take a second, breathe, be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger, and then you'll realize a lot of the problems that we're dealing with are things that we can talk through and work through. So that's really what Tim and I wanted to talk to you about tonight. I'm getting some text through from some different people about Zoom codes and information. The next step from here is just like youth, is we would continue to have this conversation in a deeper way, but with our small group leaders. And this will be a time when we can talk more about the conversation that's going on, and also just kind of catch up. You haven't seen each other in forever. See how you guys are doing this week. And so your leaders, some of the leaders have already put in the comment section their numbers or emails or whatever they've put in. So if that's your leader, scroll up, reach out to them, because they're going to send you a Zoom code. And what the Zoom code is going to be is just a link that you click on that brings you to a room or a video chat through your phone or through your laptop or whatever you're on, where you will be with the other people in your small group age and grade, and you'll be with your leaders. And if you haven't found those, make sure to email me. If you guys can't text, if you can text this number. I'll get you connected. If you have Instagram, DM the account, and I will let you know what you're getting connected to. If you're in Effingham, do the same thing. Reach out to Effingham. There you go. There's Tim's number right there. And we want to get this thing started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pray us out of this time, and then I'm going to leave this screen open for about a couple more minutes, just so we can try to communicate who we need to go for different groups, so we can get that full communication going on. Okay. So if you guys could please pray with me, and then we'll talk about small groups. All right. Dear God, thank you so much for our time to still gather on Sunday nights virtually, even though we cannot be together in person. I still feel a sense of community, because I see people that I love and I cherish that are commenting on this, and I still see and can talk to people that I enjoy being around. So God, I ask at this time, though, as the quarantine keeps going on and the COVID, that we would pray for healing for everyone that's been affected by COVID, whether they have personally had it or know of a family member who has it, or whether they have been impacted, whether we have to be out of school or whether they have family members or jobs or anything have been affected, God, that we would grant healing and peace to those situations, because we know that you can do that, Father, and that only you can grant such things. God, we also ask that throughout our week and our days, as we become as we start adapting to this new normal life, that we would be quick to hear, that we would be slow to speak, and that we would be slow to anger, God, and that we could check ourselves this week as we continue to grow. So God, we love you and thank you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So this is what's going to happen. All right. So Zoom groups are going to start 6 o'clock. We can say will be a good time to start. If you're watching this, I'm going to go through. Tim, you can talk about Effingham here. Go ahead and mention your Effingham connection real quick.
Okay.
Brunswick stuff.
So first things first. We've got a couple small groups. If you're not familiar, all my leaders, just so you guys have a quick refresh on how to use Zoom from your perspective. Real simple. You go into Zoom and you click host a meeting, and then it'll give you, once you're in your meeting, that'll give you like a code and then a password that you have to give your students. And gosh, I don't even know how to do this the most effective way. All of you should have most of your students' contacts or their parents. If you don't, I have a few myself, but it's mostly just my boys I have. So I'm not really sure how to do this the best way.
Okay, that's fine. So let's do this. Brunswick. So here's what we'll do. Leaders, Effingham, Brunswick. If you got our students, real quick, high school students, high school girls for Brunswick, okay? Miss Ann, Miss Lauren, Miss Savannah, Miss Ginger, they're going to be your leaders, okay? If you haven't got their code from them, you need to text them. If you have their number, go ahead and text them. They'll give you their meeting number. If you are in that age range and you don't have their numbers, then please text me, please message the Instagram, please do something, and I will send you their number, okay? High school guys, you'll be with Mr. John Bostain, with Mr. Bramlett. Reach out to them. They'll give you their information, or they'll text you. If you don't have their information, text me. I'll send it to you. Individual grades, I think 7th and 8th grade girls are going to be with Miss Kristen, Miss Christy, and Miss KK. She is going to text your parents to hop on. If you have texted me or if you have messaged me, I'm going to send it to, or I'll add you to their group text, okay? 6th grade girls, and then 6th grade boys, you are with Mr. Jared and you are with Mr. Adam. So text them, have your parents text them. I'll connect you with them, okay? All right. And then just be with Peyton and Paige. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this in 2 minutes, and groups are going to start. It looks like in 10 minutes. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead, fill it out now, or go ahead and respond, or contact us, because when I close this, all our information is going to be gone. All right. Olivia, I see you messaging me. Text Miss KK, or have your dad get a hold of Miss KK. Miss KK is going to be leading you in that.
Working on
Okay.
it.
All right. So go ahead. We'll leave this up for a little bit so you can see our contact information. Go ahead and put in the comment section if you need help with stuff, and we'll help you out.
Okay. Important note for Effingham: all of our middle school girls are going to be together in one group. That's going to be with Hope and my mom Terry, and then Megan Yardley, and I think is Diane with us today? I'm not entirely sure, but if not, she'll usually be there. Alex, Sean just gave you a number right in the chat. If you can see that, if you need to text him immediately, he'll get you hooked up with the code. If you don't have it already.
Connor,
middle school boys, you'll be with me. My number's somewhere in the chat, but it's there. All 6th through 8th grade, you were with me and Griffin. Feel free to, my number is somewhere up in the chat. I can post it again, but feel free to text me if you're trying to connect with any of our Effingham groups. Let me post it again so it's fresh.
Also, leaders, don't put your Zoom codes in here because it's public, so anyone can watch this.
True.
Also, as far as we don't want to accidentally have
cool. I wasn't sure.
Hop in a different kids group. But here's phone numbers and stuff. Go ahead and reach out. Chris, can you get a hold of Bradley? Connor. Okay, let me do this. All right. Yeah, go ahead. And if you've got your stuff taken care of, you can feel free to log off. We're doing this on for people who still need to get connected, okay?
Come on, Zoom.
All right. And then I need Tim's code. Okay. I think so is it Archer? Archer, you're gonna have to text. You're gonna have to get Tim's code from him via text. Okay.
I'm working on the code now, so. Come on.
Who is this? All right, guys, we'll get you taken care of. Just keep, if you're
the first time, it'll take some adjustment.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll take.
We were prepared. 860. All right, there's those two. Any other middle school boy?
I don't know if you did, dog. Guys, if you haven't gotten the code, we're not going to put the code on here. Whoever your leader is going to text it to you. So just hold on a hot second. Bradley, we can't see or hear you. Bradley, if you're still on that. If there's any guy leaders on here, go ahead and send me your link just so I'm going to hop on probably through random points to say hey. Yeah, let us know. Is there anyone to DM it me on the Instagram? Okay, yikes. All right. 3D mission. Nolan, I'm on Instagram. Do you not have Nolan, DM me your email. I'll text it to Mr. Chris. Chris, if you're there, Nolan can't text, so if you can, I'm going to send you his email if you could send it to him via that. Or Chris, if you want to text me your meeting code, I'll send it to Nolan. I'm going to, yeah. What was happening? Nolan, let's see. Nolan, I just DM'd you the code on Zoom, okay? Oh, yikes. Bradley, they can't see or hear you. Hey, Tim, after we just figure out you just want to hop in, well, I guess you're going to have your group, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got my middle school boys.
Can't hear anything.
Yeah, adult mail leaders, go ahead and send me your code, and then I'll hop
There we go.
hop in.
I can hear you now.
Okay, there we go.
We have small group in about 10 minutes. It's going to start. It's going to be on Zoom. I've emailed you guys.
Okay, Kristen, I see you.
And I'm posting.
I thought it would work it up the mic. Apparently, we got the
I
mic.
haven't gotten that email.
We got it was one of those sports where it does.
Sweet.
I see you, Kristen. Look at you go.
Waiting for a few more people. Thanks, I'm sure who was gonna be showing up. So, now we just wait. Currently has himself hidden.
All right, guys, I'm going to close this up, okay? So if you guys just message the Instagram account, email, and your leaders. We love seeing you guys. Have a great night, worship night this Wednesday at 5. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Stay great.